Hey everybody, Pool Shark here. Today I'm going to be talking about the new Spectator mode that was introduced with the Giant Shadow patch. This Spectator mode has a lot of stuff to it. There's a lot to go over, and considering I'm not really that good at it, I'm just going to kind of go over as like a noob's guide to how to use Spectator mode. To join in as a spectator, it's pretty simple. You just go to your server browser, just like you're going to go to a normal game. You click on the server that you want to join, and instead of join server, there's join as spectator. You just click that and it'll load right up into this screen you see here. I think one of the biggest things once you get into the spectator mode itself is that there's going to be a lot of stuff thrown at you, and it's going to be pretty confusing at first, and you're just going to kind of want to go through, play with all the buttons, see what everything does, and just kind of go from there. The video you see playing is my first time actually going through there. I got better, I figured out what I was doing, but I figured everybody's going to kind of have the same issues that I had starting out. So I figured I'd show you that it's not you. Everybody has these issues. It's pretty cumbersome. So I suggest the first thing you do is go to Escape, Options, Key Bindings, and look through all the key bindings and see what everything does. But not only that, just realize that the first time you go through this, you're not going to be making these cinematics that people like Burdu and Shadow 6 and them are making. You're just going to go through and it's going to look clunky, it's going to look dumb, and it's going to look jerky. Or maybe that's just me, because that's what mine looked like. It was clunky, dumb, and jerky. But as time progresses, things will smooth out, it'll look better, things will look a little bit smoother, and it'll just overall be a better experience for you as you start messing with it. And I suggest just going straight into free cam, just trying to figure everything out. Use all the key bindings that you remember. If you need to, write them down. Although I don't think you'll need to, because after a while you'll start getting the hang of what does what. And things will just be more natural and easier for you to use. The amount of things that are just involved in these spectator tools that were created for the community, it's just going to make a whole new level of just cinematics or even shoutcasting if that's what you're into. While these tools really do seem to be fit for the cinematic community and the people who love making those type of videos, there are some more simplistic things where you don't have to get into the details, where you can just follow a person or a squad if you just kind of want to watch and see how the game plays, or even learn some things along the way. Because obviously you can just join a game as spectator, pick the top person on either team, and just follow him around and try to pick up some pointers on how to play the game better. But as someone who has absolutely no idea what he's doing, I find messing around with the different filters was actually the most enjoyable part to the spectator mode for me. I think I've always been a huge fan of the old tilt shift filter type thing that people do for cameras and stuff. And the fact that this game has it in there as an option for gameplay and recording is amazing. Just because, I don't know, it kind of looks like you're just playing in a giant diorama. And that's pretty amazing to me. So even if you're not really into this whole recording thing and making cinematics, or even just spectator as a whole, just kind of go in and mess around with like tilt shift or the sepia or noir, and just look around the map. It brings a whole different perspective on how the game looks, and it's really, really interesting, and I enjoyed it. And obviously, since I don't really know what I'm talking about half the time, kind of just go in there, and if it's missing anything, I'm sure the developers would love to hear some feedback on how you think the camera looks and what could be added, what you think just doesn't work, and just give feedback. I know the developers are listening, so leave your feedback and let me know how you think. Thanks.